Hey guys, Scott here. Late video. I just got done streaming the update for Singularity, the hotfix that he got. And I have to say, after everything, I think Singularity is one of the best things that Behaviour has done in a really, really long time. So, fundamental concept, cool. Aesthetics, cool. Music's cool. His Mori's cool. All that stuff is cool from the very first version that we saw. Now, the problem was in the PTB, he was very easily countered by EMPs. And so the very cool base concept that he had was being hampered. So the thing is, as long as you have a good base concept as a killer, you can always tweak him and change him. If you have a fundamentally flawed concept like Skull Merchant, it doesn't matter how many tweaks or changes you do, you're just trying to add diamonds on a pile of shit. But we started with a diamond already. And the thing is, they kept refining it. So the original concept was good. Everything was good there, but he was a little too weak because of EMPs. Then they took player feedback and nerfed the EMPs. They removed boxes, and they made it take a bit longer to autofill, things like that. So they listened to feedback, and he was in a pretty good spot, but he was still getting a little bullied. So then, on more player feedback, they tweaked him a little bit more and made it so now you're slowed down when you're using an EMP, and they're just a bit less prevalent now. And they also last a bit less time when they're EMP'd. And I think this is something that deserves commendation because we had really what you want from a good game developer. You had a good original concept. They took player feedback. They took player feedback again, refined it into something good. And now we have current Singularity, which is a very good killer. He is very fun to play. He's got a high skill cap. He's not super easy, so you have to actually learn how to do something. He's not easily stomped. Good teams will still give you a struggle, as a good team should. He's really his only downside is his map dependence. If you get Larry's or something, you're going to have a bad time, but that's more a problem with Larry's than the problem with the killer. So overall, I think this killer is one of Behavior's biggest W's. There is very little wrong with him, in my opinion. His gameplay is not the most exciting on the Survivor side, but there are far more problematic killers to go against than the Singularity. So overall, I just had to say that Behaviour did a really good job. This is... it's not even just the concept itself, it's the feedback they took. They took basically perfect feedback, in my opinion. I know not everyone will agree, but for the most part, I think most people will agree that the feedback they took was basically perfect. So hopefully this will get those kill rates a bit up, and we'll have what I would consider probably a low A-tier killer now. He just feels really good to play. I'm just not losing with him at all anymore. Whereas, when he first came out, I was struggling a bit. So overall, I think they did a very good job, and, I shit talk Behaviour a lot because they do a lot of bad things, but this is a very good thing, and I think they deserve credit. Singularity is kind of awesome, and it's given me a reason to enjoy playing DBD again. After Knight and Skull Merchant, I was so mentally tapped out, so it's nice to be able to find a killer fun again, and I have a desire to learn him and master him. I'm getting quicker with my camera movements and things like that. It just feels good. I feel like my time invested into the game is worth it right now, which is wonderful. So thank you, Behaviour, for not fucking up 3 times in a row. Thank God.